takes 75. Hello traders, and today we are going to be talking about powers. The powers comes in two different indicators. You have your bull powers and your bear powers. While these indicators are similar in the information that they portray to you, they are in two separate indicators. So if you do want both, you can't just add a setting that says put the bear on as well as the bull. You do have to add both indicators, the bull powers and the bear powers. Both the bull and the bear powers use the exponential moving average in their calculation. And both the calculations are pretty straightforward too. First one we'll talk about will be the bull powers. The bull powers takes the high of the candle and subtracts the exponential moving average over whatever period you have the powers set up for. What this does is this lets you know when your highs are lower or greater than the exponential moving averages. Adversely, your bear powers are your candle lows minus the exponential moving averages. This lets you know if your lows are then above or below the exponential moving average. What these pieces of information key us into is just like a typical moving average crossover with price. When we see that our price is going below to above any type of moving average, in this case exponential moving average, we're going to go ahead and buy. Adversely, when we see the price going below any type of moving average, we're going to go and do our sells. The bull and the bear powers really just accentuate the fight going on with the buyers forming new highs and the sellers forming those new lows. This fight can be seen in those divergences or convergences in the bull and bear powers as the separate indicators. As we're experiencing those convergences, we're getting into that really power struggle where we're not sure what's going to be happening. And those divergences are really letting us know which way either the bulls or the bears are the powerhouse in the market right now, and which way we as the traders want to go, since we want to follow that powerhouse to make all of our profits. The first trigger that we'll talk about will be the buys from the divergences we were just discussing. As we start to see those bull powers go towards the upper end of the indicator and the divergence from the bear powers going down towards the bottom of the indicators, we can see in the market that our sellers aren't forming those lower lows very quickly, thus the decreasing bear power, yet our bull power is telling us that we're forming those higher highs really quick. We want to catch that trend and catch those higher highs and make the profits as that divergence continues. Our sell entries based off the divergence are going to be just the opposite. As our bear powers start increasing towards the upper end of the indicator and our bull powers are diverging going towards the lower end of the bull power indicator, we have that divergence letting us know that we're forming those lower lows very quickly, and the buyers aren't doing too much to form those higher highs. And so we want to sell and catch that downtrend and bank our profits off of these lower lows that are constantly being created. If you don't want to be observing both the bull and the bear powers at once, because since they are separate indicators, that can sometimes get a little bit confusing, you can just enter your trades off of a zero line crossover with each of these different indicators. Our buy will be when our bull powers go from below zero to above zero, letting us know that we have then crossed above that exponential moving average in the bullish direction and we're starting to form higher highs. As we're forming those new higher highs on the bullish side of the EMA, we can bank those profits very similar to how we did with the divergences. The bear entries are very similar, as you could probably guess, to our bull entries. As the bear powers goes from below to above that zero line on the bear power indicator, that's keying us into that in the market, our lows are now forming below our exponential moving average and we're forming those lower lows. With these lower lows forming, we're going to place our sell as soon as we cross above zero on the bear power to catch that transition downwards below the EMA and to bank profits as we're forming these new lower lows. With our bull and bear powers being pretty straightforward in their calculation, our most recent high minus our EMA or our most recent low minus our EMA, our exits are going to be pretty straightforward as well. As we start to see that bull power plateau at the top and possibly decrease down, start heading towards that zero line, that's going to key us into the fact that our higher highs are now getting closer to our EMA. We're catching up to our moving average in price and are about due for a reversal in the trend so that the market price can oscillate from above to below the EMA. So as we start seeing that bull power decrease towards zero, we're going to go ahead and close out of our buys. Very similar with our sells. Once we start seeing those bear powers plateau towards the top of the indicator and start decreasing towards zero, we're going to be getting ready to close out of our sell positions since our EMA is catching up with our lower lows and we're about due for that same reversal so we can oscillate above and below our EMA. If you want to look at the bull powers and the bear powers together, the convergence between the two is going to be a really powerful exit tool rather than just looking at the decrease of whichever power is stronger to begin with. The reason for this is, let's say our bull power is on top above zero and our bear power is below zero. Previously, we said as that bull power starts to decrease, we're getting ready to want to exit the trade because those higher highs aren't forming as rapidly and we're catching up with the moving average. But if that bear power starts to converge and starts to increase as well, we're starting to form lower lows and those higher highs are forming nowhere near as fast, signaling a sooner transition to the bearish side than if we just have those bull powers start heading towards zero. To add either the bull or bear powers to your chart, in Alveo, you'll go to the top right, click on the indicator icon, which looks like two line graphs overlapping, drop down, find the bull powers and bear powers respectively, and go ahead and add those onto your chart. If you're using any other platform, you'll just go to the section where you add your indicators, scroll down until you find the bull and bear powers, click add, and they should be on your chart as well for that platform. If you found the information in this video useful, please feel free to like and subscribe. That way you'll get notifications when we put out new videos like this, and also put in the comments suggestions for indicators you would like to see, so that way we can make videos geared towards what you want to learn and help your trading overall. Thank you guys, and happy trading.